I have tried pretty much anything when it came to getting off of my drug of choice, which was opiates. I know people whose lives have been saved from Suboxone because it's better than the alternative. I know people that are completely against it.
Oh, you're still hooked on something.
My take on it all, I'm not a fan of methadone. I did the clinic for 6 months. With Suboxones, when you go to NA or AA or any type of maintenance drug, if you're not jamming a needle in your arm, pawning stuff from lying to your mom, your dad, your girlfriend, your husband, I'm okay with it. Would I take halfway through my addiction, someone saying, hey, you can go on this maintenance drug for the rest of your life and never get high again, or you can play it out, try to get off everything and go do your thing? What would you do? Sitting here today, years and years and years clean, I would definitely go with maintenance forever, because the stuff that's out there right now, these drugs, this fentanyl, this xylazine, all this stuff, it affects these maintenance drugs way differently. I got off the phone yesterday with a sponsor who went to detox a couple weeks ago. It took him 4 full days to stop with no fentanyl use for that sub to actually work. And they took it day 3. Back in the day when I was doing things, you could take it 24 hours later. You could take a sub after 24 hours. This dude went into precipitated withdrawals 3 days in. 3 days in. Anybody who's had a story like that who thought they were in the clear, if you think you're in the clear and you take any drug like that, yikes. We all know what precipitated withdrawal, those who have dealt with this stuff before and have put themselves there before, you would never wish this upon your worst enemy. I don't know if there's anything worse than precipitated withdrawal. I remember I got a Vivitrol shot early. I videotaped it for my parents. Hell yeah, guys, look it. Michael's finally doing it. Check this out. Dude, 25 minutes later on the ride home, I started sneezing and yawning and I'm done. Next thing you know, I'm kicking and screaming and puking. Withdrawals in general, guys. Psychological warfare, physical warfare. Which one is worse, the physical or the mental? But it all sucks. How many people have used maintenance drugs to start a great life? How many people are against it at the same time? If someone's like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Well, you keep getting high, so make a choice here. Even if you don't do drugs and you're watching this video, you know somebody who's going through hell. It's really hard to help a drug addict who doesn't wanna be helped. And it's really hard to wait it out. How does a mom or a dad say to themselves, we're just gonna have to wait until he's ready. Until then, we're gonna lock the doors. We're not gonna give him money. We're not gonna help with cell phones. But if you're here now and you're watching this, it's probably for one of 3 reasons. You're trying to get clean and you don't know what path to take. You're on maintenance. You're wondering if there's more to life than every day having to take something. Or you've been through hell and back and you're trying to figure out what the heck worked, if anything. Whatever reason, I'm just glad you're here and I'm glad you're alive and I'm glad you are good. And it's okay to go through crap because it makes you a better person in the end. I wouldn't change any of the hell that I went through for anything. I would change the hell that I put my family through, some of my friends, because you find out who your friends are when you go through hell. But I wouldn't change what I went through. The person I am now, I love this Michael way better than the Michael before I was ever addicted to anything. But at the end of the day, I'm a drug addict in recovery, thriving, crushing it, and I want others to crush it. I want others to feel what it's like to go through hell, to lose kids, to lose cars, to lose condos, houses, your mind, jobs, and get it all back. Let's get it back. All the people out there doubting you, all the people out there saying you're not gonna be anything, you're a junkie, you're never gonna go anywhere. Let's make them eat their words. I've got 8 people on that whiteboard. And when I'm not motivated, I look at that damn thing and I think about the words said and the things done. And boy, oh boy, does it motivate me. So I started taking methadone probably 5 years in. Every morning, you gotta go get your cup. You have a counselor, you've got group. And at the end of the day, it was just more drugs to me. Like a free high in the morning. And it wasn't even like that good of a high. It was like, I'm gonna go sip this and not get sick today. But in reality, man, you are setting yourself up for a year or 2 of hell coming off of it. I remember this guy I used to go to NA with, a year plus. This guy was like, I still feel like garbage. Not only that, methadone has physical effects. It just deteriorates a lot. It gets into your bone. People talk about withdrawing from methadone and they say they feel it in their bones. It's because it gets into your bones. You may hate methadone, Suboxone, or Subutex, but someone saved their life from these drugs. Don't even get me started on Big Pharma, getting us all sick and then getting us the medicine to get us not sick. But I'm all for maintenance if it's going to get rid of the alternative, if it's going to stop us from lying about why we need $40 on dope. I'd take maintenance all day over that. I tried Suboxone, I tried Vivitrol. What worked for me in the end was just me not acting like a baby, me being sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I wanted to feel healthy. I was born with a major heart condition. Every time I would pull an all-nighter and blow through lighters, I don't know how I didn't explode my heart. We go through the active part of our addiction and it's a blur. I cringe every day when I have my gratitude moments and I reflect and I look back at certain things that I did. I'll throw up straight up right in my mouth because of the stuff I did. But when I was on maintenance, life was a little better. Even if it was methadone, it worked. Every one of us is different. Every addict needs to take a look at it. You go to detox and the detox gives you Suboxone to help you through the week or 10 days or whatever you were there. What happens when you leave? Because now that's in your system. Do you just go cold turkey off the maintenance or the taper? And if you're using dope 3-4 years straight and you go taper with some subs, you're still coming off of years of active addiction and tolerance. My buddy also took a Subutex too early, and I thought that that's why people liked Subutex, because it wouldn't put you into precipitated withdrawals. When I was on methadone, I would come home every morning and eat coffee ice cream and watch Bar Rescue. I got so fat on methadone. You're pretty much tied to the clinic. You can't really go anywhere because you can't miss a dose, freak out. I had no ride to the clinic, 6 or 7 miles from my crib one day. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning knowing this and started walking. And I got there right at 8 o'clock. And it was brutal, man. Had no money, no med cap, but I had to get it. Coming off of methadone, the taper is harder than them all. And I'm basing this off of just stories that I've heard. Coming off methadone is worse than any of them. If you are not getting high, shoving a needle into your arm, who cares? This is what bothers me about doctors. A kid, he was 3 months clean, no substances, no maintenance, looked healthy, felt healthy. And his doctor decided to put him on Suboxone, which this could have been that kid like, I'm good, I'm ready, I think we're good with it. I'll take this for the rest of my life. This kid came into one of our classes at rehab and he was nodding out off of Suboxone. 16 milligrams in the morning. Suboxone's come in 4 milligrams. It allows you to taper no matter what you're taking. You've got to overcome it. You're gonna load up double, triple what you use to load up, and that's not gonna end well, my friend. Suboxone, you're not chained to the facility. You might have to go once a week or a couple days or once a month. You have to do your counseling in between. Now there's a Suboxone shot. I would have been down for that back in the day. I would personally choose Suboxone over methadone. Let me know what you think as well in the comments. Methadone, 0 sex drive. I got fat, no energy, but what did it do? It kept me from getting high. People will argue that you're just replacing the drug with another drug. Okay, if I'm gonna replace the drug with another drug, but it's gonna stop me from stealing, pawning, losing jobs, and give me a shot at a normal life, I'll make that trade every day of the week. Every day of the week. When I came off subs, it was a 2 or 3 month taper, 4 down to 3, 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. I'd rather be doing that than getting high. The initial thought, the last time I was going to try one, I was like, I don't want to admit to my parents again that I effed up, and I don't want to admit to my kids, and if I've got to go on this, they're going to be upset. I guarantee your family be happy that it's happening. Then you have cold turkey. Worst place I ever withdrew. It was a snowstorm. I had no idea what I was trying to take naltrexone. Everyone wanted me to take some form of naltrexone, which is Vivitrol in pill form. I took it at work a day after I ate a Percocet. I was curled up in the elevator. I ate out of all the things to eat that night at our restaurant. I ate lobster bisque. That came up. Oh, God. If I knew for a fact I could get through this junk in a couple weeks, I would go cold turkey. But you would have to lock me in a padded room with food, toilet paper, a bunch of liquid, Gatorades. You'd have to lock the door and throw away the key because I would be trying to beat those doors down. 24 hours in, 48 hours in, I'm 100% trying to get out. I'm looking for secret passageways and I'm pulling down the pads on the side of the wall. I would still go cold turkey. Last time I went to detox, I tapered off subs, but when I went in there, I was like, I don't want to do the taper you guys do because it was like my 10th time in there. I want to go half of what your taper is. When I first got there, I was okay with 4 when I first got there. That was the normal dose. I did 4-4-2. I felt like crap for 10 days, but I had it set up to where I could basically sleep the first 5 days. I had a couple doctor's appointments and like checkups after having to leave detox. But for the most part, I was all right. I was able to lay in bed and just watch The Wire and Sopranos, and I felt crappy because I'm missing things to do with my kids and all that stuff, but I was healing myself to go do that all the time at this point. God, I wish I could take every struggling addict right now and give them the feeling that I have. I've never been happier in my entire life than right this very second that you see me. And it's because of not doing drugs. God starts to sprinkle, or your higher power will start to sprinkle these little blessings. Can you count being on maintenance and doing good in life the same as not being on maintenance? As long as you're not getting high, you're good. At the end of the day, which one worked? Which one really brought it to light and helped me the most? They all helped me. Any piece of my recovery journey, addiction journey helped me. I wouldn't be here without going to detox. Your story with methadone or your story with Suboxone could end the same way, or where you're at right now, you're thriving because of that decision you made to take a maintenance drug. So regardless of whether it's subs, people are using kratom right now. Stop doing that. Gas station heroin is not a good idea. Not a good idea. Getting clean is making the right choices. Getting clean is embracing the suck. It is having a support system. It is having a plan. It is having stuff that takes up time. I just had this conversation with my sister. We are hopefully starting a podcast. What is going on upstairs? The Addict's Attic. So again, if you like the content, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let us know. I'm going to keep knocking out some tier maker videos. They've created so much amazing engagement, and I can't thank you enough. Thank you for the support. This isn't about monetizing. This is about getting that one phone call where someone is like, hey dude, I heard what you said. Thank you for saying it. It made me feel a little bit better today. If 2 people listen to this and I help one of them, comment down below. Methadone, Suboxone, Subutex, cold turkey. What the hell did you do to get clean and why? If you're struggling mental health wise with your addiction, even if you're in recovery and you are feeling kind of frisky and you're like, damn man, I want to go get high, or you pass a gas station and you're like, oh, I used to pick up drugs there. Cool. It's just not worth it. You don't want to have to make the decision. Cold turkey, Suboxone, methadone. How about you just don't start? Tell your kids, tell your friends, those who are struggling around you, give them a hug, ask them if they need anything. Thank you so much again for your support. I love you guys. Have a blessed day.